just wanted to show you guys this mod that I did. Here we have the OEM vanity light on the passenger side. That's your regular halogen bulbs. And then over here on the driver's side, we've got the white LED. I'll kind of just give you a little comparison. You can see the difference from the halogen and the LED. And while I thought that this was going to be a simple modification, it kind of wasn't. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So the fuse for these vanity lights is down here in the rear fuse block. Pop this cover off. I believe it's this guy right here. When I did that, the vanity lights went out. Plug this guy back in. We're back on again. So we've got a couple extra mini 10s just in case something goes wrong. For you guys at home, maybe just pull this out first and do the mod and go back. But I've got a couple extra fuses, so if I pop one, no big deal. Now when I did the driver's side, I just went and pulled up the service information for vanity mirror lamp bulb replacement. And I'll show you how far I got with this. So it says, step 1 was to flip this down. Step 2 was to open the cover. Just take like a mini pocket screwdriver and go down this little detent. And you can pull this little lens off. Then it says, remove the bulb from the socket. Well, I'll tell you this much. I tried just about every fucking tool I had to get this bulb out of this socket. So I don't know how good you guys at home can see it from there, but this is how big this bulb is. Alright? And this is the base. So you only really get a little titty of the bulb out. Can you see it sticking out? Might help with the light off.
There we go.
It's got like a plastic collar behind the bulb. So where it just says just to slide the bulb out, you really can't just do that. I mean, I took little pliers and just tried to squeeze the bulb and tried to wiggle it out that way. That didn't work. Now here's where it gets interesting. These weren't really meant to be taken apart. If replacing the bulb doesn't fix the problem and you have 12 volts and ground at the connector up in here, they want you to replace this whole shebang. The whole point of me saying that was, I mean, that's why I believe that this was not meant to be taken apart. But we went ahead and kind of took it apart anyway. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna pop this other guy out of here pretty much the same way. Little detent, get him off of there. Now you guys gotta remember, I mean, this wasn't really meant to be taken apart, I guess, but what we want to try to do is we want to get back in here at the base of the bulb. So what I did on the other side was I just took a pocket screwdriver and just kind of twisted it, and I heard something pop. So I walked over a little bit more. Just twisting the screwdriver like that. And through just manipulating it a little bit, I got a gap in here now. And that gap is big enough that I can slide this mirror down carefully. Just kind of rotate it. So now that we're at this point, if we have power here, we definitely want to pull that fuse now, because what we're going to do is a little unconventional to try to get these bulbs out of these sockets. Because even now with them out like this, still can't really get pliers on it. If we get pliers on this, it's just going to shatter the bulb. And the worst part about that is the little base will still be stuck in this socket right here. So we have a little screwdriver for like eyeglasses. That's really what it's sold for, is for eyeglasses. I mean, it's tiny. It's a lot smaller than just say a regular pocket screwdriver. So what we're going to do is we're going to carefully use this tool and go back up into the connector. You might make all the lights go out, but it's okay. That's what that fuse is for. We got him. Just like that. I don't know any other way to get this thing out of here. I tried putting the screwdriver in this little hole, and I tried doing all kinds of shit. I couldn't get nothing to work. This was actually a tip posted by Trailblazer 420 over on gmtnation, and that really saved my bacon, because I don't know if I would have, I don't even know if I would have even tried that. So for the other side, we're just going to wash, rinse, repeat. Just kind of carefully go up, back, behind. Pop that motherfucker out of there. Boom. Now these bulbs I got off of eBay. I think the part number for this was 74, and they have a one-way polarity. So if you plug it in and it doesn't work, you pull it back out, flip it around, and plug it back in. And it should work then. So if you're like me and you live on the edge and you don't pull the fuse out, you can go ahead and just try this. You can plug it in either way. Some guys, look, I got it right on the first fucking try, dude. Just like that. What happened? Didn't work. Didn't work that way either. What happened here? I think it broke. Nope, it broke off. Well, I broke the LED. So we're gonna have to wait to wrap this up until I get another LED. We'll see you in 7 to 14 days. Okay, we're back. 7 to 14 days later, right? Well, that didn't work. There we go. LED in there. Alright, so we just take our mirror, slap this motherfucker back up in here, carefully of course. Now obviously you don't really see how awesome they are right now in the daylight, but at nighttime looks a little bit better, as you can tell in the beginning of the video. But that's it. So on the interior now, we are 100% halogen free. Now of course I didn't show taking apart the different switches and the cluster and all that stuff and replacing with LEDs, because it is not in any way, shape or form do it yourself. So what do we learn from this? Well, it's better to buy some extra LEDs if you're doing stuff like this, because shit happens. I was at a meetup a couple months ago and I showed someone the progress of what I was doing, and he was like, well, mine doesn't have it. So I don't know what makes your truck have this or not. I mean, I've seen this same truck not have these, and then I've seen other trucks have a different version of them that doesn't even have lights in there. And I don't even know if you can add them on. I mean, I'm sure I could add them on, but I don't know if there's like a plug and play, you know, version. Like if your truck didn't come with these, if even the little connector up in here is even there, I don't know. I don't know if the wiring and the headliner's there for them. It's just one of those deals where they like had so many different options available, there's no way to keep track of them all. So I guess the best way to put it is if you've got these, they can be modified or repaired. If you don't have them, you're gonna have to do some research on your own. I really don't know. Yeah, I had that footage from like February. I was just going through my computer and I was like, fuck, I never finished these up. And bulbs have been sitting there for months, you know what I mean? But life happens sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes the service information can be misleading. You know, obviously it wasn't as easy as this thing made it out to be. I don't know how the fuck you would get that big ass bulb out of that little socket, you know what I mean? Considering how much was sticking out. And big thanks to Trailblazer 420 for the super awesome tip. Worked like a charm, got my LEDs in like a boss. So coming up next, who the fuck knows, because we've got a lot of shit going on, and so you're just gonna have to stay tuned and find out. If you like what you see, subscribe to my shit. Alright, I just want to take a minute to make a few things clear here, because I've been a dick in my description box as of lately. As some of you guys know, I don't allow comments or ratings on my videos because I'm not being rated by my peers. I'm being rated by basically fucking internet technicians who don't do this stuff every day, who don't make videos, and who basically aren't in my peer group. For the people that are watching, you know what I mean? Thank you. For you guys that do like what I do, don't get it twisted. I'm not insulting you. Some people got rubbed a little the wrong way because I said Saturday afternoon technicians. I guess I should have been more specific about internet technicians, you know, because there are some guys that technically only get to work on their trucks on Saturday. Like they got one of them nagging wives that always make them do like fucking honeydew lists and shit. You know what I'm saying? They're not allowed to like go out and have fun and work on their trucks in life. I feel sorry for you guys, but you guys are not what I mean by Saturday afternoon technicians, you know what I mean? The Saturday afternoon technicians are more the guys that like play by the book, so to say. So the book said don't put anything on the threads of the spark plugs. I don't give a fuck what the book said. The book said you should torque down the spark plugs with a torque wrench. I don't give a fuck what the book said. I've probably fixed more cars than that book has, so I'm taking my word over some fucking book. That's the definition of a Saturday afternoon technician. You know what I mean? Well, the principles of auto repair technology. Nah, fuck you. This is do-it-yourself. We're in a class by ourselves over here. We don't give a fuck what you guys are doing, so fuck off. People have said that I turn my comments and ratings off because I can't take criticism. I can take criticism. That's why I don't delete posts on gmtnation. People have criticized what I've said, what I've done. I don't give a fuck. You're entitled to your own opinion there. That's fine. We're a community. It's a bunch of people posting their opinions about things. If you don't agree with what I did or the way I do things or how you magically did it like 10 times faster and you did it better and everything, that's cool. I don't care. I don't delete that shit. I'm not going to have internet technicians posting disinformation in the comments section of my videos.